Hey, I hope that you're having a great week. I'm a little late today. I had to reset everything with ECAM and all of that stuff. Do you ever have those days where you feel like everything is harder than it's supposed to be? Is it Mercury retrograde? It kind of feels like that for me today, but who knows? So, and I also scheduled the wrong topic for today, but I thought, you know what? We'll just go with what the topic is supposed to be because I really wanted to share more tapping with you all. This is something that I've actually been, or well, I do it pretty regularly, but I've tried to make sure that I do this even more often. I'm trying to get my phone to go on sleep. It's just not wanting to do it. Okay. Because I find it so helpful, and I've shared it with all of my family because it is such an easy thing to do. You can do it anytime. It is extremely effective. So, for those of you that are unfamiliar with tapping, tapping is a way that we can use these pressure points in our body to not only move energy, so at the base of everything, no matter what the topic is, we're moving stuck energy through our body, which is always very effective and helping us release some things, helping us feel better, calming down our nervous system. And that's the biggest thing. When you can get those cortisol levels down, when you can calm your nervous system down, then you can really show up and make decisions from a good place rather than that kind of frantic and fear based and all of those kinds of things. I taught this to my little sister and she loves it because she struggles with anxiety and she just started a new job. And you guys know how stressful starting a new job is. You have to learn all these new techniques and new team members and all of those kind of things. And so she has found that really, really helpful. And you know that I am all about strategy and mindset because I know that it's the combination of the two that really gets you where you want to go. So I think this is such a great thing that I can share with all of you because it is so easy and crazily effective. Um, I read that there was a study done where they were using regular talk therapy and then they were also using tapping, and they found that the tapping was actually more effective when it came to cortisol levels, like significantly more effective. So, this is great, right? This is something we can all do. Let me know in the comments if you love this, if you like it, if you'd like more information about it, because we can definitely mix it up. But I thought this would be a good thing that we could do together every month and kind of add in something extra. So sometimes it's good to have somebody talk you through it, especially if you're kind of new to it. So the topic today is how to use tapping for imposter syndrome. I know a lot of people that I talk to, I know I've definitely felt this way too, and I hear this inside of the questionnaire that or the questions that you guys fill out when you come into the group. That imposter syndrome is big, and I think that this all gets us sometimes, at least, no matter how confident you are, no matter how experienced you are, because we're always going to have our ego pop in and be like, oh, hold up, don't get too big. Let's, don't put yourself out there. Whenever we're going to try to get to some new level by either a small action or big action, when we're planning big things, these come up, and imposter syndrome is an easy one, right? Because our inner mean girl is like, you don't know enough, you don't do enough, and just really tries to talk you out of it to keep you safe, right? So imposter syndrome, completely normal. If you have ever felt this way too, that you're not experienced enough, if you're comparing yourself, like comparisonitis, if you're comparing yourself to someone else, then I know that you also know what this feels like, and it doesn't feel good. So, as long as we're going to compare ourselves to others, we're going to stop ourselves from taking the actions that we need to take to get the results that we really want. This is a perfect example of how mindset can completely be a game changer for you, because at the very base of it, besides the energy and attraction and all that kind of stuff, at the very base of it, you're just not taking the right action. Okay, so imposter syndrome is what we're going to work on today. And again, if you're new to tapping, it's very, very simple. We have a few points that we run through. We're going to tap 5 to 7 times on each one of these points. We're going to start off thinking about the negative. And if you think about we're just like an ugly cry, like we just let all the garbage out, any kind of negative thing you're thinking as I'm talking you through, definitely just say whatever feels right for you, because I'm just creating the space for it, but this is definitely all for you. You can tap as much or as little as you want to. You can tap it as often as you want to, but we'll do 5 to 7 times on each point. And the only other thing you need to know is you need to gauge. So if you can take yourself, since we picked a specific topic, take yourself into a time where you felt like an imposter. Or think about that big thing that you want to do and that feeling of comparing yourself to someone else, of second guessing yourself. Take yourself back into that moment and that feeling. Feel that feeling, see what you see, hear what you hear, and really get into the moment. And I want you to gauge yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Basically, how shitty you feel. So, how bad does this feeling feel for you? And then at the end, you want to ask yourself again, well, on the scale from 1 to 10, like how much do I feel like an imposter? And the goal is really to get to a neutral spot. Most of the time, I find that I feel much better than that. But you at least want to get to a place where you don't feel charged. So that would be like, well, I still feel kind of scared to do this thing, but I'm going to do it anyway, rather than feeling paralyzed. I think is what a 10 feels like. 1 feels like, imposter, what? I got this, right? So that's the only other thing you need to know. The points are going to be here on the hand. So like a karate chop, and just do it with these 2 fingers. And this is where we're going to start when we're identifying the feeling that we have. We're honoring that feeling that we have. And then we're going to push all that emotion up so that we can move it. And that's when we start our series, which is top of the head, 1 hand, 2 hands, doesn't matter. This part of the eye, outside of the eye, so inside of the eye, outside of the eye, under the nose, the chin. The next part is going to be like if you feel your shoulder, your collarbone here, right underneath it, there's like a dip and then there's kind of a hard spot. You want to tap on the hard spot. The next part is going to be under the arm, so like where your bra is. Give yourself a tap. Okay, you ready? All right, so we'll start off here identifying the feeling, which is the imposter syndrome. Even though I feel like an imposter, I truly and completely accept myself. Even though I feel like an imposter, I fully and completely accept myself. Even though I feel like an imposter, I fully and completely accept myself. I'm scared that I don't know enough. I'm scared that I don't do enough. I worry that people are going to judge me. I'm worried that I don't have enough experience. I'm worried that I'll fail. I'm worried that people would much rather work with someone else. I'm worried that I just don't have the education. I fear that I need another certification. I fear that I'm going to let people down. I'm scared that I won't be able to get people the results that I promised them. I worry that people are going to think, what is she doing? I'm afraid that if I get clients, I'm going to let them down. And I'm also afraid that I won't get any clients and I'll feel like a failure. But I know that this work is the work that I love to do. And I know that I've gotten people results before. And I fully trust myself that I can figure things out. And I trust that I can communicate well with clients if any conflict comes up. I am really excited to do this work. I'm willing to put myself out there in the ways that I need to put myself out there to get what I want. My desire is bigger than my fear. And I'm willing to be uncomfortable because I know that I can do hard things. This dream is mine because I decided it, and I trust in myself because I know enough. I do enough, and I am enough. Okay. I feel more relaxed, and I hope that you guys do too. Definitely, y'all let me know if you enjoyed this, if there's a specific topic that you would like to tap on, and I'll be doing this every single month. So let me know what you think, and have a great rest of your week.